Can these 4 ETFs replace your salary? Let's peek at 4 ETFs for true financial freedom and passive income. Let's talk real for a second. You're living that familiar rhythm. The alarm blares, the coffee brews, and then it's off to the 9 to 5 or maybe even longer hours. You're showing up, putting in the effort, solving problems, innovating. You're playing your part in the grand economic symphony. But then you glance at your bank account, and that number, it doesn't exactly sing a song of boundless financial freedom, does it? It feels more like a whisper, a gentle hum of just enough. What if I told you there are powerful tools readily available that could fundamentally shift that reality? Imagine just 4 specific ETFs, exchange-traded funds, that over time could absolutely set you free from the necessity of a traditional paycheck. This isn't about escaping work entirely, but about reclaiming control over your time, your choices, and your life. It's not tomorrow, it's not next week, but with consistent effort and smart decisions, this path leads straight to true financial independence. Before we dive in, if advertisements should interrupt this video, please do not click off of the advertisements. Please allow them to play through as a thank you to me for bringing you this valuable information. Now let's continue. The freedom formula, beyond the paycheck. Let's be crystal clear from the start. This isn't some fleeting get-rich-quick scheme pulled from a clickbait ad. No secret formulas, no magic beans. This is about a robust, repeatable strategy built on smart investing, long-term thinking, and the deliberate construction of a cash flow machine that works tirelessly, even while you're out living your life, pursuing your passions, or simply sleeping soundly. So, grab that coffee, or whatever your fuel is, because we're about to lay out a blueprint for transforming your financial future. First, we need to define what replace your salary truly means. Let's say your current monthly expenses and desired lifestyle require you to bring in $3,000, $5,000, or perhaps even $7,000 after taxes. To generate that kind of income using ETFs, you'll primarily leverage 2 powerful forces. Income-generating ETFs. These funds are specifically designed to pay out regular dividends, a portion of the company's profits shared directly with shareholders. Think of it like receiving regular rent payments from properties you own, without the hassle of being a landlord. Growth-oriented ETFs. These funds prioritize the increase in their underlying value. Over time, as these ETFs appreciate, you can strategically sell a tiny, sustainable portion of your holdings each month to create your own paycheck. This is a classic method of drawing income from a growing investment portfolio. Ideally, for true resilience and peace of mind, we want a blend of both. A mix that provides stable income today, cushioning your lifestyle, combined with robust capital appreciation for future growth and inflation protection. This balanced approach is key to building an investment portfolio that doesn't just survive but thrives. So get ready. Here are 4 carefully selected exchange-traded funds, chosen for their unique strengths in monthly income reliability and formidable long-term growth potential. Together, they can form the bedrock of a strategy designed to help you replace your salary. ETF number 1, JEPI, the Income Dynamo. Our first contender, the one that often captures the immediate attention of those chasing passive income, is JEPI, the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. This fund has become a true darling among income investors, and for very compelling reasons. JEPI isn't your typical, run-of-the-mill dividend ETF. It employs a sophisticated, active management strategy. Picture this. JEPI holds a meticulously curated portfolio of high-quality U.S. large-cap stocks. These are the titans of American industry, stable, profitable companies you recognize. But here's where it gets innovative. On top of these core holdings, JEPI utilizes an equity-linked note, or ELN strategy. How does this work? Essentially, JEPI writes, or sells, covered calls on a portion of its stock holdings. Think of it like this. Imagine you own a rental property. A covered call is like agreeing to sell that property at a specific price in the future, but in exchange for that agreement, you receive an upfront payment, a premium. Even if the property isn't sold, you keep the premium. JEPI does this systematically, leveraging market volatility to generate consistent cash flow from these premiums. This income, generated month after month, is then passed directly to you, the shareholder. The result is truly compelling. A monthly dividend yield that tends to hover impressively between 7% to 10% annually. To give you a concrete example based on recent data, JEPI has been averaging around $0.3995 per share paid out every single month, which adds up to over $4.79 annually per share. So, what does that mean for your potential financial freedom? If you aim to own around 1,000 shares of JEPI, which would represent roughly a $56,000 investment portfolio, you could potentially be earning about $399.50 per month in passive income. That's almost $4,794 a year, flowing into your account, completely hands-free, without you lifting a finger. And here's a crucial kicker. JEPI is known for its relatively low volatility. It doesn't chase every speculative market hype. Instead, it's strategically built for income reliability and a degree of downside protection. In today's often uncertain markets, that stability, that quiet assurance of consistent income, can make a world of difference for your financial security. ETF number 2, SCHD, the Growth and Dividend Star. Next up, we have a true cornerstone for any serious dividend investor and a fundamental component of long-term wealth building. SCHD, the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. You've probably heard its name whispered in online forums, cited in financial discussions, and for very compelling reasons. SCHD is like that incredibly reliable friend who always shows up, consistently delivers, and always has your back. SCHD invests in a carefully curated selection of high-quality, dividend-paying companies, businesses with rock-solid fundamentals. We're talking about household names, the giants that power our daily lives. Think PepsiCo with its endless array of beverages and snacks, Texas Instruments, the silent engine behind countless technologies, Coca-Cola, a timeless global refreshment, and Merck, a pharmaceutical powerhouse. These aren't speculative ventures. They are established enterprises with a proven history of profitability and rewarding their shareholders. But SCHD isn't just about getting a payout. It's about getting a growing payout. It strategically seeks out companies that not only pay dividends, but consistently increase them. While it doesn't pay monthly, its quarterly dividends are famously consistent and growing. Currently, SCHD yields around 3.75%. What's truly impressive, however, is its 5-year dividend growth rate, which has consistently been strong, often exceeding 11%. This isn't just a fixed income stream. It's an expanding one, a river that widens over time, helping your passive income keep pace with or even outgrow inflation. The power of SCHD extends beyond just dividends. It also delivers robust capital appreciation. Since its inception, SCHD has averaged an impressive 12.33% annual total return, including both its price growth and those generous dividends. Let's envision this. If you had $100,000 invested in SCHD, that could potentially give you approximately $3,750 a year in dividends. And if the fund's underlying value continues to grow even a modest 6% to 8% annually, that's another $6,000 to $8,000 in paper gains, building your investment portfolio value. This means you have options. You could either live off the steadily increasing dividends directly, or you could strategically sell a tiny, sustainable chunk of your shares each month to simulate a salary. Either way, SCHD stands as a pillar in your strategy. It's reliable, often tax-efficient, and explicitly built for long-term wealth building. ETF number 3, QYLD, the high-yield payout. Our third ETF is QYLD, the Global X Nasdaq 100 Covered Call ETF. Now, this one can be a bit controversial in investing circles, but it is undeniably powerful if used correctly and with a clear understanding of its mechanics. QYLD is designed for one primary purpose: to generate pure, unadulterated income. Its strategy is ingeniously simple. It holds the stocks of the Nasdaq 100 index. That's the tech-heavy index with giants like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. Then, QYLD systematically writes, or sells, covered calls on the entire index every single month. This means it's constantly collecting premiums. The result? Potentially massive yields, often fluctuating between 11% to 13% annually. So let's be absolutely clear. You are not buying QYLD for significant capital growth. While the Nasdaq 100 might be on a vertical climb, QYLD tends to trade mostly sideways because it sells away that explosive upside for immediate income. But the monthly income it generates is truly substantial. Imagine this. With just $50,000 strategically invested in QYLD, you could potentially earn $500 to $550 a month. That's every single month, consistently flowing into your account, amounting to over $6,000 a year, completely passively. And it's a very significant, but QYLD does sacrifice that growth potential. The covered call strategy caps your upside returns. So, while the broader Nasdaq can soar like a rocket, QYLD tends to walk. This is precisely why this income ETF often works best not as a standalone, but in combination with other funds like SCHD or JEPI. Think of it as your consistent, high-octane monthly paycheck, rather than your primary rocket ship for growth. Use it smartly, understanding its unique role, and it can absolutely be a powerful component of your plan to replace your income. ETF number 4, VTI, the market growth engine. Finally, let's zoom out and consider the biggest picture. You don't just want income, you want profound financial freedom. You want expansive, generational wealth. That's where VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, steps onto the stage. VTI offers unparalleled exposure to the entire U.S. stock market. We're talking about holding over 3,000 different U.S. stocks, from the colossal tech giants and established blue-chip companies to the nimble smaller companies with explosive growth potential. This massive diversification is a powerful risk management tool, meaning the performance of any single company has a minimal impact on your overall investment portfolio. While VTI doesn't pay a remarkably high dividend yield, it typically hovers around 1.19%. It is undeniably a formidable growth engine. Historically, the U.S. stock market has delivered impressive returns, and VTI effectively captures that broad market appreciation. Over the long run, it has returned approximately 8.95% annually, reflecting the raw, compounding power of the entire U.S. economy. So, how do you use VTI to replace your salary? The answer lies in a time-tested concept, the classic 4% rule for retirement. This principle suggests that if you build a sufficiently large investment portfolio, say $750,000, you could theoretically withdraw 4% annually, or $30,000 per year, and that money could last you for 30 years or more without running out. With VTI, you are playing the ultimate long-term investing game. You build your principal, you let it grow with the market, and eventually, you may find that you don't need a traditional paycheck anymore because your portfolio effectively pays you. Combine this robust capital appreciation from VTI with the monthly income streams from JEPI or QYLD, and you've unlocked a truly comprehensive and powerful financial strategy. The synergy, replacing your salary with ETFs. So the burning question remains, can these ETFs truly replace your salary? Let's do some simplified napkin math to paint a clearer picture. Let's assume your target monthly income to cover your desired lifestyle is $3,000. Here's one possible combination, showcasing the magic of building a diversified portfolio with these powerful funds. For high monthly income, invest $50,000 in QYLD. This could generate approximately $500 per month. For stable monthly income with balance, allocate $56,000 to JEPI, potentially yielding around $399.50 per month. For growing dividends and stock growth, place $100,000 in SCHD, which could provide approximately $312.50 per month on an annualized basis from its quarterly payouts. For long-term wealth growth and a sustainable withdrawal, invest $300,000 in VTI. Using the 4% rule, this could give you roughly $1,000 per month. Add those up, $500 plus $399.50 plus $312.50 plus $1,000 equals approximately $2,212 per month in passive income. Now, here's where the compounding returns and dividend growth really begin to sing. As your dividends from SCHD increase, as your VTI portfolio grows, and as you potentially add more capital, you could easily reach or even exceed that $3,000 a month goal within a few years. The real magic here is diversification. No single ETF is a silver bullet, but together they form an almost impenetrable financial fortress. QYLD provides those consistent, hefty monthly checks, perfect for covering immediate expenses. JEPI offers a more stable income with a balanced approach. SCHD gives you growing dividends and impressive underlying stock growth, building wealth over time. And VTI builds foundational, long-term wealth that can eventually provide a substantial stream of income through strategic withdrawals. This comprehensive approach means no single fund has to do all the heavy lifting, spreading risk and maximizing opportunity. Final thoughts. Your path to financial freedom. Replacing your salary with ETFs isn't some distant fantasy. It's a tangible formula. It demands time, it demands consistency, and it absolutely requires a clear long-term view. But with the right plan, the right funds, and unwavering discipline, it is entirely doable for so many people. So, the next time your boss sends that quick task at 4:59 p.m. on a Friday, just remember, there's another way. A path where your money works diligently for you, where your investment portfolio becomes your loyal employee, and you don't have to clock in for every single dollar. This is about building a legacy of financial independence. Start small, embrace consistency, and let the incredible power of compound interest do the heavy lifting for you. Your journey to financial freedom awaits. Call to action. If this deep dive into ETFs for passive income has ignited a spark of possibility within you, then here's what to do next. Subscribe to our channel right now for more valuable insights into building lasting wealth and achieving financial freedom. Don't miss out on your next money-making strategy. Like this video if you found the information valuable and want to help others discover this powerful path. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts, your biggest takeaway, or any questions you have about ETF investing or dividend strategies. We love hearing from you and building this community together. Disclaimer: this video is for equipping, educating, and empowering and should not be considered financial advice. Investing involves risk. Always consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Your financial well-being is paramount.